Hello, hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. So on the ADA chart, the situation itself hasn't really changed. We're still holding above support, even though that deep decline already, I think, makes the white scenario a little bit more likely. I would assume that the move up has morphed from an impulse to a diagonal structure due to the depth of this decline. But technically, ADA's chart still allows for the interpretation of an impulse. You need to consider that. So we could say as long as this last swing low is holding, which formed at 96.4 cents, this could still be an impulse, as per the yellow scenario. But it looks already better as a diagonal pattern. So whether that means even here the B wave is already done. 1 second. Like this, or the B wave extends a bit. Either way, the white scenario for a B wave pullback within wave 3, which is just a slightly different way of understanding the subwave structures, this allows actually for a deeper decline if needed. So I think the focus at the moment is simply on whether the last swing low that formed today will hold. If it doesn't, then the focus will shift to this support area between 85.8 and 93 cents. And at the moment, this here could still count as an internal fourth wave, even though it's quite stretched out. And that's the main reason why I start to see this potentially as a B wave instead of a wave 4. So the two scenarios still allow for a more bullish interpretation. Yellow count 1, 2. The third wave should still ideally reach minimally the $1.20 level. And in this scenario, we have 1, 2, 3, deep 4. We could see a fifth wave from here in wave 3. Then there should be a wave 4 and 5. And that would be an impulsive wave count. Okay, so that's very important. It's important that the 138% extension should really be reached in this third wave. And again, that could happen in an impulse, but only if the intraday low is holding, or in a diagonal. So in a diagonal, the start is the same, but this third wave would be an ABC structure. So A wave, this here could be a B wave, and again, it might be A, B, C in wave B, then a wave C, and then we do this. So it will be, again, it seems to be a bumpy ride. Fact is, at the moment, there is absolutely no evidence that some kind of a substantial low has formed here. Clearly, there is some kind of a reaction to that 50% retracement, but nothing that would be convincing in terms of, okay, a substantial low has formed. From that point of view, we just need to watch the microstructure, watch for evidence that either wave 5 or C has started. Mentally, I would prepare at least for a test of lower support. But bear in mind, we don't have any high probability pattern right now here, right? No high probability pattern. We had a high probability pattern here. The 1-2 setups are exactly that. And at least they give us clear parameters. This here it's either a B wave or a wave 4. That doesn't really give us clear probabilities. So as long as we don't have a 1-2 setup, this structure is going to be, or we have to be flexible. Because only really if we have a first upside impulse, like in a wave 1 and a wave 2 corrective pullback, I mean, these are the most straightforward patterns to trade. For now, I give you the fib levels to watch for either wave 4 or wave B, but bear in mind, they are both weak support areas because this wave 4 is already quite deep, so it might morph into the B wave, and a B wave typically only gets very weak support from Fibonacci levels because B waves can overshoot to the downside easily, right? And if a diagonal pattern forms, it's typically the first step to failure. So I think at the moment the focus needs to be on those Fibonacci boxes here and on whether the bulls can form a first upside impulse. And what I will do in this video, I'm going to add a resistance area to the chart. We leave support where it is, but I'm just going to take out or remove the upper section to add another resistance area, because this would be a resistance area that the bulls need to overcome in order to rally to 120. So it's between $1.03 and $1.10, with additional levels at $1.05 and $1.07 to watch. So there could be some difficulties for the price in there, for the bulls. But yeah, that's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.